leaders and companies and organizations have a tendency to be overwhelmed, right? But it might just be that your systems are failing. So, anyways, you're not overwhelmed because you care more about everyone else or more than anybody else on your team. You're usually overwhelmed because your systems and your company or organization still depend on you being everywhere at once. That is an example of what I call a bottleneck for your company or organization because we want to draw a hard line between being committed and being consumed. Because a lot of people are being consumed by the work that they do as a company leader or their work with their organization, right? And I will say this with love, the fact that you're always the fallback for your company or organization is not the flex that you think it is. It's basically showing you there's a failure in your systems for your company and organization where people within your organization cannot function without you. So examples of being overloaded can be being copied on every email chain, right? I wish the email providers would ask people, are you sure? I know some of them do. Are you sure you want to reply all? Because those email chains, so you're copied on every email chain. Your team will not submit anything until you take a final look. Approvals have a tendency to default to you, even on low risk tasks, because some of the tasks are like, do we need to wash the tablecloth? Why are you asking me that? Like, and one thing I want to make clear before I keep giving you examples is that oftentimes when you actually answer or react in a certain way, people will start depending on you. So you have to be very careful on how to you respond as a leader, especially if you feel like you're babysitting, because a lot of people call it babysitting. Now, if you're overloaded to the point that you have to keep moving deadlines, you're missing the big picture here. You need to start offloading a few things so you can have the time to actually meet your deadlines. So this is a systemic issue, and that's why I bring it up. They have a tendency to wait, and that pause gets labeled as underperforming because when your team members, when they notice that they have to wait on you for everything, right? You feel like they're being lazy. So I want you to like write these things down of how to transition from being reactive to reliable is really think of these 6 things, right? Role and decision clarity. 2, you need decision level mapping. Number 4, you need to make sure you have process systemization. You need a process, right? Now, the 5th thing that I have is delegation, but it needs to be, you need to have boundaries. Okay. And the last thing, you need to have the ability to audit your capacity, and approvals need to stop defaulting to you. Because if you're the leader and everything depends on you, then you have a bigger problem that meets the eye. Okay.